What's going on, guys? We are back after a nice long hiatus to show off a little deck. I did see the balance changes recently, and the only one that really stuck out to me that I thought was worthwhile was tie-dye. Thought this was a cool change, so I figured I'd showcase a little video. We're going to do a tie-dye debuff deck. So when played, if your deck has exactly one card from an album, give that card wherever it is 22 until played. So we have, how many albums do we have? Let's run back. Was it 6, 7? So let's check albums. We've got 7 albums, Arts, Oceans, etc. So that means we can have 6 that get the buff, right? So let's run back real quick. So, 6 cards, 22 buff, has 47 base stats. So, for 6 energy, that feels pretty decent if you build around it. So, that's what we're going to do. We did an all arts and culture deck, aside from the one-offs that you need to trigger tie-dye. So, and again, I mentioned debuff deck. So, wanted to showcase a couple debuff cards as well that we love. So, you guys can check that out. We did see the change to Lemon Chiffon a while back, so here's another good one. When drawn, your opponent's cards in hand lose 12 perm. So nice debuff on our opponent's cards in hand permanent. So I love those type of effects. I think it makes the game a little more fun to play, personally. We got Rapunzel, not a debuff, but going to get a nice boost from the colors that we're running. So if your deck contains a card from every album, which it does, your cards in hand get 30 this turn. Heimdall also gets a buff from having all the albums like this. So if at least 6 cards in your deck are from different albums, we get the 30 on the round. Rockin' Sigil with the Ivar for the debuff. So Ivar says when played, if played next to any occult cards, your opponent's cards in hand lose 44 for 2 turns. So really strong debuff effect, but you have to play at least one occult card. So we're rocking Sigilum since it's the best one probably. When played, your legendary cards that have been played at least once this game, wherever they are, gain 18 until played. And then it also has a debuff on it. When returned, your opponent's cards that have not been played this game, wherever they are, lose 18 until played. So obviously debuff not as consistent into the late game, but early game it could be a factor. We've got The Boy Who Cried Wolf, so another debuff card. When played, if you've played The Boy Who Cried Wolf this game, this card gains 50 perm, and then an opponent loses 100 power per turn on the turn. We've got Anubis for a little power per turn gain of our own. Help push us into the late game so we can slowly out-creep our opponent as we're getting free power per turn, and they are getting debuffed along the way. Crown of Immortality, same thing. When returned, gains 17 perm there, kind of like Anubis. Rockin' Big Bad Wolf, when drawn, all other cards in either player's hand lose 20 until played. I haven't really showcased this card much, so figured I'd give it a try. I also needed another epic in the deck for Alice Blue, so I opted for it. When drawn, if your deck contains 4 or more epic cards, all epic cards in both players' hands lock for 2 turns. So wanted to do a little bit of a lock in here as well. I like kind of controlling my opponent in games and just disrupting them a little bit. And I think this card does a good job of that. When returned, if you won the turn, this card gains 70 perm. So we, of course, had to rock 4 epics. We've got Tie-Dye, Lemon, Big Bad, and Grim Reaper as our epics. Han's Trap. When played, all cards in both players' hands lose 30 this turn. It gains 60 permanently. Michelangelo, a nice deck with a lot of legendaries in it. Obviously, aside from the 4 epics and 1 mythic, actually 2 mythic cards. So still decent enough, I think, that we could probably run it. So I could see easily swapping this for something else, though, if you guys wanted to run a different legendary or maybe another like Archangel or something like that. I could see swapping this if you really wanted to, but I think it's decent enough. What do we get? Like probably 10 to 12 cards affected, which is 120 for 3 energy. Seems fine, depending what week it is, obviously. Jumping down to our one-offs, we went with Grim Reaper as a nice big debuff. So our opponents lose 32 in round 1 and 2. Rounds 3 and 4, they lose 16. Barry Onyx, same thing, nice debuff card. 25 on the turn, or potentially up to 60 if we are in a Paleo arena. Mentioned Ivar. We got the Tunguska event. Not a whole ton of cards in space that do debuff, so this is one of the few I saw, so I went ahead and slotted it. Even though it's not the strongest debuff out there. When played, your opponent's cards, wherever they are, lose 7 until played. But it's base stats of 70 for 6. To me, still pretty decent, so we went for it. Funeral Bell, one of the best debuffs in the game, in my opinion. When drawing, your other cards in hand lose 10 until played. Your opponent's cards in hand lose 40 on the turn when played. And then when returned, 4 random cards in your opponent's deck lose 10 perm. So it's just doing a ton and only 5 energy. Honestly, this card probably should be 6 or 7 energy in my opinion. It's just that strong. But, you know, I don't make the game. So we got Colucci. When played, your opponent's cards in hand lose 7 perm. And this card gains 35 perm. And then it can repeat if you're in an ocean arena, which is nice. So that's the deck. Let's go try it out. We're going to try it in casual mode this week, 21, since this deck is quite expensive. And I was just kind of having fun with it. So not really trying to grind or anything like that this week. Just having fun. So let's go casual. But I'm sure eventually there'll be a good week you could play this deck if you guys are interested. So what is good? I'm trying to think. Uh-oh. Opponent lag out here? What's going on? What is going on right now? We'll give it another second, then we'll have to reset the app, it looks like. Some lag going on here, so I apologize for that, guys. Let's go ahead and do it. Sorry. You guys can see I'm playing on my phone. Tons of apps. Ooh, I've been getting into this new game, though, guys. Have you guys heard of Altered? It's a TCG, kind of like a Magic the Gathering type game, card game. But it's kind of different where you don't directly like go after your opponent. Like you're not hitting your opponent or trying to kill their creatures or anything. You are trying to race down a track, which is pretty neat. So you're playing cards to the track to like gain buffs. I don't know. It's kind of cool, but it has that like Magic the Gathering feel to it to me. So I kind of like that. You can play it, I think, on board. Yeah, you can play it on Board Game Arena. And one of the cool things with the game is they have what's called uniques. So there's only one copy of a specific card. And they print, like when they print them, they print like random. So you don't know how cool or how busted the card is going to be. So if you buy like a box, you might get like 3 or 4 of them in the box that are all completely only copy in existence. And you can actually have like little QR codes on them. You scan them into the app. And then you can actually trade them digitally within the app with other players. And then it's connected to Board Game Arena. So you can also use those uniques within Board Game Arena and play online. It's really neat, man. I really enjoy it. But it's cool because it also is physical as well. Let's see here. What do I want to do real quick before I talk too much? So I really been enjoying that game as well. I might start doing some videos on it. Maybe a couple Board Game Arena just to kind of show it off a little for you guys if it sounds interesting to you. Haven't decided, though, because there's really not much content on the game. It's still fairly new. It's probably only been out for like 6 months max, I'd say. Maybe a little longer than 6 months. But, yeah, hardly any content. Let's put Heimdall slot 1 there so we get it again. Turn 1 next time. We'll go Boy Who Cried Wolf since he's only playing 1 card, it looks like. Must be a bot. Oop, didn't mean to mute you, bot. All right. But yeah, definitely check out Altered if you have not. I think it's kind of a cool idea for a game. Let's see, Paleo round 5. So we can go ahead and play this. Do I want Rapunzel or Hans? We'll go Hans, I guess. Or Rapunzel. Don't mind me. Dude, we just completely destroyed that bot. It's just that little bit of interruption with Alice Blue completely derailed him. He didn't even know what to do. Alright, let's see. Now I go Hans slot 1 so we can set that up. Calucci, and we'll go Michelangelo, get the buff. What else is good? Oh, crazy. So I've been, I seen on Rogan a guy that was talking about methylene blue. I don't know if you guys heard about that. So I started taking a supplement, and it's like the only time I've ever taken something and actually like noticed a significant difference in the way I was feeling. Obviously, it's not like something that's not like a narcotic or something like that. Just for benefits, and it's kind of neat. First couple days I took it, I felt like I noticed a super increase in my not my mood, but like my focus, especially towards like the end of the day where you start getting like that 3 o'clock lull at work or something, where I felt like in the zone. Also like sprung out of bed. But I did have a side effect that I will mention. I don't know if it's from that specifically or something else. I think I might have some type of sleep apnea disorder where I'm not breathing properly and I snore real loud or something like that. But my uvula, which is like that little punching bag that's in the back of your throat, it swelled up almost to the point where I was choking on it. Probably like 3 or 4 times its normal size. And I could literally feel it like I was swallowing it in my throat. It was that big. And I thought I was choking. I thought my throat actually closed up. I woke up in the middle of the night like, what is going on right now? Like, I'm choking. I don't know why. So, kind of scary. But again, I don't know if it's from that specifically. I did immediately stop taking it until it went away. It literally lasted like half the day, though, where my throat was like swollen shut. At least it felt like my throat just because that uvula was so big. But yeah, I'm going to probably jump back on taking it again and see if it does it again. But I did want to report that I was feeling super crazy good on that stuff. So if you guys aren't familiar, it's literally like a blue dye that they originally made for like textiles, and they found that it gets into the brain and helps basically pump more oxygen into the brain, which is interesting. So you like feel like you're thinking better, you're more clear. And it was funny, like immediately after I was taking it, I saw there was a TikTok video where RFK Jr. was dripping some into one of his drinks, and I was like, that's crazy, that's the same stuff I'm taking right now. So it's just funny how it like lined up with what he was doing too. But in no way am I advocating you go jump on this stuff, but again, just dropping my feedback. I thought I could feel a difference pretty noticeably, which I thought was pretty cool. So just dropping that out there for whoever is interested. You can go look it up, check it out yourself. But I spotted it on Rogan for a second time, somebody talk about it. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. It was like this neuro doctor or somebody that was like super into like neuro, and he had a brain issue himself where he was getting like, crap, what did I just do there? He said he was getting like 6 seizures a day or something, and some medicine man told him about this stuff, and he tried it, completely fixed his seizures with his brain issue. So he was highly recommending this stuff. I was like, let me go try that stuff out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a lot of people that take it, from what I was reading on the reviews, as like a daily supplement. What else is good? Trying to get my eBay store back kicking. So I've been buying a bunch of Pokemon cards and such and listing them on eBay. So definitely go check that out. I'll probably drop a link in the description for you guys if you're curious. You can go check my store out. But yeah, just trying to get some traction on there. Start posting more frequently, more listings. I got a big order out right now with PSA. Probably, I think it was 30 cards I got out right now. Some all like high dollar cards. And then I've gathered up another probably 40 or 50 that I need to send off still to get graded as well. So should have a lot of graded cards in the store here shortly. I think probably into April is when it says I'm supposed to get those back. So if you're interested, keep an eye out. Like I said, I do have a lot of good stuff within that. Oceans Arena. We're definitely dropping Calucci. And let's go Michelangelo since we're not superly affected right now. But yeah, Pokemon Market is super hot right now. It's coming down a little bit though, I noticed, with Journey Together that released, the new set. I don't think it has as much basically support as Terrestrial Festival and Prismatic did, so I think it's cooling back off a little bit, but still extremely hot. So if you guys are not into it, definitely check that out, because there's some good money in it if you guys don't mind buying and selling stuff and flipping. It's definitely fun. We lost connection. What's going on here? Ooh, triple lock on him. Holy moly. Just did him dirty. This is Paleo, so let's go with Barry. And drop Heimdall down here as well. Oh, we probably should have waited on Barry till he played 3 cards. Didn't think of that. Bad on me. See, guys, I misplay too sometimes. Ivor, I think it's okay. Still going to carry into next turn. It's not as bad. Opponent getting stomped right now. He might have just quit. Nope, maybe not. 81 Nessie. Actually, I just played him a minute ago. That's funny. Before I hit the record button, did a little game test on the deck. Make sure it played smooth. I think I lagged out here. Not letting me put my cards up. Oh, there we go. What a pain in the butt. Why is it lagging so much? I need to drop Reaper now. What's my next one? Let's go Tie-Dye since we have 2 cards up that get affected now. Yeah, this looks like a GG. He played Testudo on round 3 or turn 3. Why? I don't understand. Unless he doesn't think he has the energy for it. He seems fine, though. He's at 47. Strange. Alright, don't want to be holding any epics in my hand because I'm about to draw Alice. We don't have any right now, though, so that's good. Do it like this. Get our buffs from Anubis and Crown. Start growing our power per turn up. Alright, let's get this epic out of our hand. All right, we're holding it down. Ooh, big bad wolf. Come on, lock it up, baby. Nailed it. Man, what's going on with this lag? Come on, baby. Reconnect. Let's see if that gets it for us. Maybe? Got it. GG's. Well, that was a nice sweep. Well, that's the deck, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, please hit that like button and that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel. And we'll keep pumping them out here and there, you know. Hopefully you guys didn't miss me too bad. All right, guys. Enjoy your night, and thanks for watching.